And that's the early status of the table. Ireland on top, but Australia and Chile still to come. And to take us through that one, it is Rupert Cox.
Yeah, Australia, Chile coming up in Pool D. It is a contest between a team that is looking to join the top 4 automatic qualification spots and the invitational side here this weekend in Vancouver. The Chile Sevens, Los Condores, up against Maurice Longbottom, co-captain of this Aussie team, alongside Stu Dunbar for this one. They come into this event 6 overall, 7 points away from that coveted top 4, which would mean an automatic ticket to the Paris Olympics in 2024.
Thank you.
Rocco Vereni is your referee for this one. Vastly experienced whistleblower on the series. And there's Dally Bird, a youngster in this Australian team, one of the new faces who gets a start here, the big forward, 20-year-old. So it'll be Pool D, the second match of the group. Australia in their green changed jerseys up against Chile, who are in their red shirts. It'll be Maurice Longbottom, who was so brilliant, remember, way back in the opening round of the series in Hong Kong when they went all the way to the gold medal there, beating Fiji in the final. It's been slightly harder work for them since then, but they're still very much in the hunt for those automatic Olympic places. We've got a real treat coming up for you in the second half. We're going to be speaking to the head coach of the Aussie Sevens, John Minetti, who's going to join us. Ask him a couple of questions about that top 4 race and doing without some really important players, the likes of Nick Maloof and Henry Hutchison, who are injured at the moment, not available to this Australian team. That's gone over the sideline from Chile, so Australia are going to get an attacking opportunity here from the lineup. I've been joined on commentary by Rugby Hall of Famer Adrian Knight. And there's the equation for you. There's Australia in 6th spot, so they're in touching distance, but they've got some big guns in and around them. It's going to go all the way to the end of the season, you think, this race for Olympic participation. Dietrich Roach on the cut. That's really nicely done from Darby Lancaster, and the sprinter will go in and around for Australia's first try. Untouched.
Yeah, from start to finish, from that line out, Australia just moving the ball nicely, and it was a beautiful line and change of speed by Lancaster to slice back in through that Chilean defense. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful run. That's a great angle.
Yeah, he's played for the Rebels, Sydney Stars, Greater Sydney Rams. Stu Dunbar, the captain for this one, and well, Darby Lancaster, who's a youngster. He was 19 years of age. Scots College out of Sydney. .11 100 he ran at high school, so he can go. Didn't have to use too much pace though there. It did open up for him. So Longbottom will get us underway here. Conversion successful. 7-0 Australia lead. They're going to kick to the near side in the direction of just the Monte, but latching onto again is Lancaster, and he flies in for another one. Well, what a start for young Darby. 2 tries, just a couple of minutes in.
Well, we thought Australia had really conceded the contest on that restart, but you can see Lancaster had his own ideas. He just got in there, wow, right on the ball, and just so nifty, gets back to his feet. No answer from Chile there.
Bit of daylight robbery, wasn't it? Just stole it off him. Said, I'll have that. Thank you very much. The try scoring perhaps not at the kind of levels they would like, Australia, but they made a really good start here. 12-0 they lead the invitational side, Chile. You would expect that from Aussie Sevens, who are one of the top-tier nations on the series these days. There's Dietrich Roche, who's the subject of an excellent feature you can catch via the app. The HSBC Royal Rugby 7 Series app or on the website about his journey into the Aussie Sevens. In Western Sydney, there's a slightly risky pass to Henry Patterson, but the mustachioed Patterson holds onto it, stands in the tackle, commits a couple of defenders. Long ball out to Longbottom. He goes across field, dishes it to Dietrich Roche, who just glides through a gap and then scoops it off to Dally Bird, who will have Australia's third try here.
Well, although Bird was a benefactor of that try, that was all Roche, and that's his second assist. Longbottom with a nice flip. And you see Roche just in brilliant form, drawing the defense, leaving Bird virtually untouched as he goes through.
Well, they had a reason to celebrate this Australian side, as the conversion doesn't make it 17-0, but they're injured. Captain Nick Maloof, who's unavailable on the series at the moment. The Maloofs have had a baby last week, so congratulations. There you go, a bit of celebration for you if you're watching on from Queensland. Wherever you're watching on from, great to have your company here. Australia made a cracking start, 17-0. There you go, they don't mind playing here either, bronze medalist last season. This is Longbottom in the direction of Lancaster, who's just having it all his own way at the moment. Down the sidelines, although
There's a mark.
holding on, he gets done for there. And Chile, much changed Chilean side from the team we saw at the Rugby World Cup of Sevens and at the Challenger event on home soil in Santiago last year. The tournament obviously was won by Uruguay, who are now coronation on the series. Here's Diego Griba, put down by his opposite number, Longbottom. They're using width here, Chile, the Condors, and it's not a bad tactic against this efficient Australian defence. That's a carry there from Manuel Bustamante. He got nicked by Lancaster before, and Lancaster goes in for the tackle on Baltazar Jana. A good keep ball here from the Chileans. There we go. Chipping behind. No sweeper back, but no one really running onto it either. Meant for Bustamante, but Henry Patterson can just pick it up. And he can set off out of his own 22. Lancaster, who's on a hat-trick, and here we go. Darby Lancaster looking for it to sit up. He'll play a bit of soccer, and he's looking for a triple here. Defence is coming back. He shrugs him off. And the 19-year-old, before half-time, has 3 tries.
I mean, he has been Superman this match all the time. Look at the chase, the kick. And he's so persistent to keep that kick going. Times it perfectly on the pickup and just snatches it. Snatches any opportunity from Chilean defense away.
Well, the first 2 were run-ins, weren't they? But that one was all him.
Yeah, it's that young spirit. You gotta love it.
And John Minetti, who we're going to speak to after half-time. That'll be a nice conversation now, won't it? They're 22-0 up. I'm sure he'll be pretty happy. Gives Lancaster a rest. More like a Lancaster bomber, the way he's picked up tries in this first half as Darby. Longbottom goes the far side. That was a sign for half-time. Bird climbs high. They got the ball back here, Australia. Tim Clements is part of that team that won the gold medal in Hong Kong. There's Trey Williams is out there as well. Everyone getting some minutes. Here's Longbottom. Oh, lovely little drift on the outside from Roche. Gives it to Patterson. Left foot step. Henry Patterson. Then he uses the pace. Good tackle. Still alive for Australia. Longbottom's there. Josh Turner to Clements. So he's going to work this short side here. Oh, a little stop-go. Ball in 2 hands. Roche arrives, counter-up from Chile, but it might open up for Maurice Longbottom. One more pass, and Tim Clements will stroll in, and he will score Australia's 5th try in this first half. It's a bit of a gold rush right now in the opening 7 minutes here in Pool D.
Yeah, it all started with Patterson, the Magnum PI lookalike, getting into sort of threatening territory for Australia, and then Longbottom with his tricky run across the field into the hands of a Clements coming on a different angle. Just opens the floodgates for Australia.
Yeah, Tim Clements out of Sydney University in the Shoot Shield competition, where John Minetti gets so many of his young talented players from in rugby sevens. And Longbottom adds an extra couple of points. So 29-0, Australia lead Chile at halftime.
With the ball, I heard really clear comms on a fucking red out there on that last play. We had a lane change to black. Okay, let's be decisive what we're doing. Okay, it's okay. It's not a bad call. I'm just saying, I'm happy I heard the fucking really clear call. Okay, let's make sure now. Okay, we put their foot on their throat and go for it. Okay, Mossy, you're going to come off, and Subo, you're going to go on.
Just apologise for any of the language you might have picked up in the huddle there. Looks pretty relaxed, John Minetti, about the work done by his team so far, but they're not done yet. They want to improve on this. 5 visits to the 22, 5 tries.
Yeah, that 100% success rate is good, but both teams really struggling a little bit on the tackles. They're 6 tackles for both. They've missed 3, so they're both going to want to clean that up a bit.
Can you do that, Fedra? You got the
dexterity? Yeah, it's a little too much for me.
Certainly for me. Wow. Well, the kids have loved it, haven't they? They've come in this morning, a few thousand of them, local school kids. They've the morning session here. The gates are opening for the evening session tonight. But they've enjoyed themselves. Great to see them here. So Australia leading Chile by 29 points to 0. We can go straight downstairs now and speak to the Australian head coach, John Minetti. John, you must be very pleased with your opening half there. John, just checking if you can hear me. Give me the thumbs up if you can hear me, mate. We're going to come down here and ask you a question. You can't hear us at the moment. We're going to carry on with the game and just check the comms there. And we'll get back to the Aussie head coach in a second. Chile, though, with an opportunity here and an inside ball. Having conceded 5 tries in the first half, they're going to start the second here with one of their own. And running it in is the captain, Marcelo Torrealba. That's a bit more like it, Chile.
Yeah, coming back in the second half with a bit more urgency. Torrealba running a really beautiful line, but starting here on this restart, you see Chile just doing a good job offloading, and that little behind the back flick to a bursting Torrealba gives Chile their first 5. Great, great, great opportunity there for them.
Torrealba standing up the skipper. Well, it's a long way back. 29-5. An extra 2 might help. The banana didn't quite get there. I thought it was going to go through, having started way left. But that's a good intervention from Torrealba to get Chile. Well, at least give them something to hang their hats on here.
Time back on.
Restart straight down the middle. They might have the ball back as well. Yes, they do. Real purple patch this for the team in red. Going in for the tackle is Trey Williams for Australia, but recycling Aveli through the hands of Chimino. There's the try scorer Torrealba to Clemente Armstrong. He dishes it off. Quick feet here from Federico Kennedy. Torrealba again. Opportunity if they can shift it here on the near side. They're feeling the good stuff now. Here's Alvarado. Nicely on the cut is Grieber. He offloads the ball to Torrealba. He might fancy another one all of his own. Offloads the ball. Just need to keep in field here, Chile. And the ball's gone over the sideline. And just losing their geography.
It's already 2-on-2, so line has formed.
Jordan Williams out. Sorry, Fedra. Jordan Williams is mentioning a number 21 is out there for Australia for his debut on the HSBC Sevens World Series. And did his work at the scrum there. And this is a chip through from Roach for Trey Williams. Looking for it to sit up on this artificial surface. He hacks it forward. And somehow Kennedy's got it. for the Condors. And he's got some support too with Armstrong. He offloads the ball back to Alvarado, who featured in that build-up before. They're going to try and kick him behind here now at Chile. Australia have numbers back. There is Jordan Williams, the new man.
Holding.
Out of the Western Sydney 2 Blues.
Yeah.
And they've given away the penalty, and Alvarado has it. So Chile looking to score the second try here. 4 minutes to go in this Pool D match. Oh, and of course, getting the result early. There's an offload, and here's another try for Chile. It's all change here in Vancouver. Ernesto Chimino this time under the post. Who knows? Not impossible.
I mean, listen, Chile was feeling clearly some sort of way coming out of this half, that first half. And they have completely turned this match around. Very busy. They're working hard off the ball. I mean, they're just like little Energizer bunnies out there, and the support lines are just superb.
Extra 2, no problem from right in front from Torre Alba. Chimino. 29-12. There you go. They want a pool game in a heck of a long time. Chile. These two actually haven't met on the series since San Diego way back in 2008. Remember, Australia in touch of the top 4. Hang on, they didn't get the restart away quick enough, and that's a free kick to Australia. You've got the 30 seconds after the conversion to take it, and well, the clock's beat them.
That was the last time one of the last games I played was in 2008 in San Diego, so back in the day.
Let's go.
Yeah, they are the invitational side, of course. Chile, the 15-a-side team, heading to the Rugby World Cup in France later this year. They really are doing good things in rugby in that part of the world. And there's a carry up to the halfway line from Hayden Sargent, another new player in this Australian team. Change of direction there from Stu Dunbar, the co-captain. Here's Dally Bird, try scorer in the first half. Feints inside, gives it now to Hayden Sargent. Fly half and 15s. Good recycled ball, nice and quick. Here's Roach again, decides to change direction. Just finds that gap, doesn't he? And then the offload, and then the pass. Defence comes across, though, for
extra roll.
Chile.
Is it Mike? Let's go, Red. Let's go. Hold it there.
Get on him, George.
No, you got that first. Was it knocked forward? Thank you. Thank you. Play on. I didn't see it. My ear saw it. Eh? Set backwards.